This is Vet Tales, the story of the sailing veterinary clinic. Last episode, we visited the cruising capital of Cruz to collect our van and do some veterinary work. This episode, we begin our family road trip north to Baja and cross the Sea of Cortez once again, but this time on a ferry, and we talk you through the process. We are in possession of VanRico again. He has been in and out of the mechanics the entire time we've been here. We were hoping to leave yesterday, but he needed just a little extra work. But now it's ready, and we're going to leave tomorrow morning and start driving to Mazatlán, and we'll get on the ferry and take him over to Baja. Ready to go, Addie? Addie is joining the crew while Ian is travelling, and we're going to be dog sitting. We're very excited to have a dog on board.
That's going to be where you go, Mr. Guy.
Alright, road trip, whole family. Addie's way in the back there. Say hello, Mum and Dad. Mum and Dad are going to get to see Chuffed for the first time since her refit after they put all that effort in. So heading north, first stop is San Blas, then Mazatlán, then ferry across to the Paz, and then to the boat.
Easy. Daddy, load up.
Do you want a little water before we go? You comfy there? Good boy.
Any long drive allows some time for reflection, and it had already been a whirlwind of a season, with new bottom paint, crossing the Sea of Cortez, and a massive veterinary project in Bahia Concepcion. We worked with the Paul Muller Hay Clinic, and I was their acting veterinarian while we were in the area. We ran surgical and medical days from the clinic with lots of spay and neuter and some more complicated cases like tumour removals. We then sailed to different communities in the bay to deliver veterinary care to the animals there. We provided free flea, tick and worming medication, checkups and vaccinations to the beach dogs and cats. We'd like to say a special thank you to SV Dallos as well as our patrons who sponsored this project. We then sailed down to Puerto Escondido, jumped on a plane and flew over to La Cruz. While all that was happening in northern Mexico, we were also funding, supporting and coordinating veterinary projects in Chiapas with Dr. Jenny and Dr. Brenda. Dr. Brenda hosted a large-scale spay and neuter campaign with the state veterinarian Dr. Baracuel. Dr. Jenny was also keeping busy, looking after stray animals and doing a free vaccination day at her new clinic. We'd like to say a big thank you to Travel Sketch, our patrons and our donors who have funded the recent work in Puerto Madero, and to Nika from White Spot Pirates and other cruisers who helped us with filming. We need additional funding to continue this really important work in Puerto Madero. You can visit our GoFundMe to contribute. A $20 donation can vaccinate a dog or cat in this region, and a $50 donation can get them spayed. A huge thank you to everyone who's already contributed. Back on the road, we were nearing our first stop, a small coastal community known as San Blas. We just arrived in San Blas, and the place we're meant to be staying. The street is completely blocked and has workers in it, so we can't get to the place. Because we have the car, we kind of need to be able to get to the place directly. So we're going to see what else is available at 3 o'clock in the afternoon for us to rent here. What the new standard for the hotel is?
Having a road.
Having a road. We might have found somewhere else already, and it might actually be a lot nicer. Yep, down this street. We shall see. 500 meters. We found something. Well, Addie and I got car sick yesterday, so Addie's in the front with me for the first half of the trip. Yeah, and Mum. So I've got my little Blisslet anti-nausea things on. Mum's taking a Quell. Addie's had his anti-nausea medicine. See how we go today.
Jim and I are going to man up.
Yeah, they were fine.
Ricky.
It's a fake car.
Well, it worked. It got me to slow down.
Oh, we thought it was a boy.
It was fake. Yeah. You not too squished down there? Is it better up here for your belly? It's better for my belly so far.
We made it to our place in Mazatlán. We're here, Addie. We're just staying in this little Airbnb and then we'll leave on the ferry in 2 days. To confirm our ferry for tomorrow. Make sure we can definitely get on. Addie's coming with us to check his paperwork. My parents are exploring Mazatlán. And that's not our ferry, that's the other more expensive ferry that runs on Mondays, but we'll be catching one of those tomorrow. The ferry terminal isn't open today. It's a public holiday. So we won't be able to confirm our ticket until tomorrow, the day we're meant to leave. And we're hoping that we do definitely have a ticket. Anyway, it's fine. This is how things go sometimes. So yeah, tomorrow we'll come back in the morning. It just means we probably have to pack the entire car and like just go early to make sure we definitely have a space and then go from there. Part of the preparation for the boat trip is getting food because we'll probably be on the boat from like 4 p.m. until like 6 a.m. or something.
Yeah, I have no idea. A long time.
Yeah. So we got some pizza so we can bring it in the car and have extra food for the trip. Mum and Dad had opted to fly over to Baja and start exploring the area, and we had plans to meet them once we got to La Paz. Right, we're at the TMC Ferry office. We have to weigh ourselves first, then we come and get the ticket. We're here at 8:10. It opened at 8 and there's already a line of cars, so I'm glad we came early, but it sounds like we have a ticket, so yeah, should be good.
You ready for a ferry ride? Very tired.
It's now 8:30 in the morning and Addie's very tired because we woke him up at 6 to get ready to come here. Slowly moving up in the line. Right, we have our tickets. Jim's just parking the car and we're going to go for a little walk. It's like only 9:30 and we have to be back here at 1 and then I think they start putting the cars on pretty early, but we don't leave until like 6 or 7 p.m. so it'll be a long day, but we're ready, aren't we, Mr. Guy? We're just taking Addie for a little walk before we do the rest of the ferry stuff, but I was going to run through from beginning to end what we've done so far. So I emailed the Mazatlán TMC ferries last week and asked for a reservation for today. They then sent me an email back confirming we had a reservation and told us to come early today, but from what we'd heard, sometimes having a reservation isn't a reservation, so we tried to come yesterday and couldn't get in, but generally they recommend coming the day before to just make sure everything's secure and get your ticket. But yeah, we came this morning at 8 a.m. We had to weigh the car first, then we parked the car, went into the office, paid with we get a weight slip that says how much the car weighs, we paid for our ticket, then we just got a receipt and another ticket, took the car around to park it to wait to get onto the ferry, Addie, and then went back to the office with our receipt and got our food tickets and our proper ticket that says we're boarding the ferry. So, you know, it's been one of those things, and the office is kind of a little bit confusing because there's like 5 women, 3 at ticket booths and 2 at counters, and it's hard to know. People are in there getting coffees, some people are waiting and their paperwork's already behind the counter, but they're kind of still in a line. It's very hard to tell like where you're meant to line up. So we found the best thing was just to keep asking. So every time we've gone to a different spot, we've said, what's our next step? And, you know, is this where we do this? And that's definitely helping to just like keep the process moving. But yeah, once we're on, we'll feel really, really good. But for now, it seems like we're getting on. Doesn't seem like they're too full or anything, so it should be good. We basically have to go back by 1 p.m. and then they start loading the cars and trucks around 2 p.m. and then we're meant to depart like between 5 and 7, I think. So we'll see. I'm sure that'll be a process as well. So for now, we're just going to basically take Addie for a walk, have a little bite to eat, and then head back and kind of wait with the car basically. So yeah, it makes it a long day because, you know, we're basically just hanging out here from 8 a.m. until it departs, and we probably won't get into La Paz until I think around 7 o'clock tomorrow morning or something. So yeah, kind of excited though to like see the nighttime on the ferry, and it looks like we're gonna have fairly calm weather, so that's nice too. Are you excited? Oh, he's very excited.
Now he sits.
What a good boy. And for now, we're just waiting to load, which might take a long time.
Waiting. He's about to fall asleep while he's waiting.
It's 4:15. Boat's meant to leave at 5. We're starting to get nervous, but they seem to think we'll fit on, so we're just waiting, I guess. But we'll feel better once we're actually on the boat. Hopefully we'll be on very soon. This guy's transporting a whole live palm tree, it looks like. We're moving. Looks like we're reversing on. Up, it's okay. Do we just run the aircon for the entire night?
I don't know if there's gas.
No, I don't think we should do that.
Addie, we're on the ferry! Yay! Get good! He's not happy that we're eating without him. They do actually serve dinner on here, and we are going to go check it out, but we brought some of our own food as well because we weren't sure what they'd have. And we also don't know, apparently like sometimes they just serve it at a weird time and people miss it, so we figured we'd bring our own food too. As you can see, we went pretty healthy. Sea of Cortez crossing we've ever done,
ourselves up in the back seats, and then Mr. Guy's got the front seat to himself because these ones go back a long way. It's more room than an airplane.
Yeah, better than a Qantas flight.
Yeah, but not the most comfortable situation.
It's also really hot.
Yeah, and we somehow managed to get put like next to the loudest truck that's like running its engine all night. So it's like we can't have the windows down on one side of the car because the fumes come straight in. So it's pretty warm, but we'll see how we go.
I think we're gonna have to open up the door.
I think we're gonna have to slip the door open. Mr. Guy doesn't mind though, he likes it. Well, we're nearly across to La Paz. We've got about an hour to go. We can see land though, we're close to land. Hello, my love. Hello! You go for a walk. You got some energy, do you? You got some energy, huh? You got some energy? Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, he's a vicious beast. Alright, we're nearly made it to La Paz. It's been an uneventful ferry ride, which is nice. Are you sad, Mr. Cat? Oh, no. Finally getting off. It is 11:30. We've been on this ferry since 4 p.m. yesterday.
Oh, we started at 8 a.m. yesterday.
Yeah, we've been at the ferry terminal since 8 a.m. on the ferry since 4. That's the other more fancy ferry that's more expensive. So we went with the cheap option and slept in the car. Let's drive through here. Bienvenido a La Paz. Oh. Well, I just got kicked out of the car and have to walk across. I think Jim must go to like a inspection port. So yeah, we made it. Well, that was pretty funny. I guess I ended up in like a restricted area somehow. There's like no signs of where to go. So they told me to get out of the car and that only Jim could take the car. So I got out and then walked through this security checkpoint. They checked me and then I just walked to where Jim was. But he's really far away. He's like a kilometer down that way now. And then basically one of the workers saw me while he was driving his car around and pulled over and was like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "I don't know, to my car." I was like, "Nobody told me where to go." And so he got me back in the car, drove me back to the security checkpoint. And I guess I was meant to turn the other way and head back towards the ferry. And eventually Jim's coming by this way to get me. So, yeah, still don't 100% understand what's happening, but I'm following the Salida signs for now. Well, I made it back into the car. We're on our way to La Paz. We've anchored here before, that's Bahia Falsa. Terra firma, and couldn't be happier. It had been quite the journey from La Cruz to La Paz. Bit easier in the car, I'd say, than the sailboat. Or at least a lot faster. Next episode, we take my parents to see Chuffed floating. They're very excited to see her in the water. You can support our veterinary projects by becoming a patron or donating through the links below. We really truly couldn't do this without all of our supporters. Until next episode, stay chuffed, everybody.